welcome to MD Modelworks in association with Alclad 2. This is a little bit of a diversion from the 132nd 110 we're building. As you can see, that's here, and there's the 148. Hopefully you get to see that. You can see by just the cockpit it's a lot larger. But now with the new ALC 305 gloss black base, this one here, sorry about the camera, I found that there's not that much issue with it, so, or not as much of an issue. So what I'm going to do over the next couple of nights, I'm going to, oops, I'm in trouble. I'm going to spray this old test kit that I have with our gloss black base, showing you how I do it, and to be honest I've never had an issue. You know, if I did have an issue it would be changed almost immediately to something that we don't have an issue with. So basically what I'm going to do, I've got an Air Cobra by MIG Ammo, or Ammo MIG, or whatever you want to call it, with a 0.4.5 needle in it. I've got my compressor set to 12 psi. Now what we're going to do is, I wonder if it'd be easier to do that. Let me just get that and see if I can set it up a little bit, so it might even make it easier for you to see. Bring it forward into the screen. There we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to cover this piece up here for now. Just do a test. Yep, paint's coming out lovely. Okay, so the idea, the first coat really is a mist coat. You're just misting the gloss black base onto the plastic. Now what this is doing is giving a binding coat, or what myself and the guys at work call a flash coat. Now what we're going to do is that, up to there. Then I'm just going to blow air through and just dry it off. Normally I'd let it dry naturally at work, but because of time constraints and the videos, I'm just going to dry it off a little bit to help me. Right, so we've got a key there now ready for our gloss black to be built up on. And all I'm going to do is start again from the wingtip and just gradually move up. And all we're doing really is just building up the coat slowly. I'm not blasting it, I'm about 3 inches away, so I'm allowing quite an area to be covered at one hit, and just being a little bit careful, and then I'm going to work back. Just keep coming in. Keeping the coat as regular as you can. It's coming to it. I reckon another couple of passes and we'll be there. So here we go again. Moving it just that little bit further away. Controlling the amount of paint that's actually being dispensed through the airbrush. You'll find one way will dry as you go and the other way will be lovely. So now we'll speed it up just that little bit. A little bit more paint going through as we've got key to work with. And all we're doing is just making sure every little piece is covered. we're going to do one more pass so that we're happy. One of the ideas is never stop with gloss black or metallizers ever on the actual model if you can help it, because that will cause an issue. So we're going to bring it back. And we'll let that dry. Now, I've always said 24 hours for any gloss black base to dry solid, and that's as long as I'm going to leave this. So this is now what, 6:15 on Friday night, Thursday night, the 4th of May, June. So I'll come back tomorrow and we'll have a look, and I might have a little surprise for you when we come back and do some more. Okay, thanks for watching so far. Okay, so we're 24 hours down the line. Excuse me. I haven't even touched it, hardly moved it. I literally put a box lid over top just to stop it getting too dusty. We are all solid and dry, so that debunks anything that anybody says that it doesn't dry. As you can see, we're nice and dry. I can touch it, not an issue, but I'm not going to touch it too much. I don't want the grease off my fingers on there. So, right, now, a little bit of a surprise arrived in the post today from Alclad headquarters, and I've been asked to do a test on a new metallic. I'm not saying what it's called, I do know, but it's a test on a metallic. So what we're going to do to run this video through, what I'm literally going to do is to coat it in this new metallic, give it a shine, then I'm going to go across with Aqua gloss like we would do normally, and then I'm going to come back in with a clear coat gloss. So that'll be everything covered that people just don't seem to be able to get right. You can see this is a test sample because it's not even the normal bottles we have. Standard bottle, normal bottle. This, you won't get it in this, you will get it in a normal size bottle. This is just a test sample that I've been sent. So I'm looking around the top and she's looking quite sweet. I'll even turn the compressor on. I'm going to be running again at 10 psi with the CR3, which has had a thorough clean inside and out, so hopefully you could see what I'm on. Now, with Alclad metallics, all of the metallics, not just the chromes, the aluminiums and what have you, the steels, they all need to be mist coated. I don't know if you can see this. I wonder if you can see that if I put it in close enough. Bring the light across, see if you can see it. The actual, it's like the airbrush cup. There you go. The metallic is burbling or doing something in there. Right, now we missed these coats on for about 4 inches at about 10 psi. I just need to check my flow. Looks good. Now the difference between Alclad metallics and acrylic metallics, whether it be Tamiya, AK, Gunzi, all these clever metallics which are acrylic, the flakes of the metals are so big that they are a pain in the butt and they look horrible once they're down. The idea of a true metallic is to look like a metal finish. So here we go. Right, so just play with it. And we're just going to mist the coat on and just You can see it's very little coming out. I'm not forcing it at all. Okay, I'm going to go up to that line and then come back again. And I can already see, with the tiny amount that I'm airbrushing on here, that the metallics are starting to shine through and looking really, really good. Okay, Mr. Bunn, I think you've got a winner already. Okay, so we're just misting light coats. You're not going to spray this. I will show you how to do it wrong in a minute. So we're just doing really light coats, and we're building it up to the metallics look that we want. Now I can actually see my light in this metal. It's like a mirror, and I haven't polished this black base at all. It's literally left from where you saw it yesterday. Okay, now that's the first part. Now what we're going to do now is how don't do it. Right, so you're new to Alclad, you're used to spraying Tamiya or Gunzi, AK, even Vallejo at 25 plus PSI. We're at 10 PSI. We don't need to blast up. But if I turn my compressor up to what people use there, you can hear the difference as well. This is what most people spray at. Okay, I prefer to spray a lot lighter, more control, getting closer. You tend not to get the drying effect that you get off, again, the acrylics. So this is what you don't do. Okay, this is not what you want to be doing. Okay, you're building it up. Right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let that dry. I'm going to empty that back out because I'm quite happy with the finish. In fact, I'm very impressed with that. Considering I didn't polish up the black gloss base. I'm keeping that, Rob. Sorry, you're not having that back, son. That's wicked stuff. I don't know what you're going to call it, but when you do, decide to let me know. Okay, so cleaning the airbrush. Again, very simple. Dash your airbrush cleaner, especially with the metallics. Swirl it round. Put her in. Tip that one out. Okay, I know you can't see anything, I do apologise. And then we'll do a blowback. This is what we mean by a wash back. You hold a piece of towel over the top of the knob, the top of the atomizer, and then pull back, and it bubbles, if you can see that. Okay, and then just tip it out. That's the airbrush clean. So if anybody tells you Alclads or any, I'm not talking about just Alclads, I'll talk about Mission, anyone like that who do lacquer based acrylics, lacquer based panel enamels, that's how hard it is to clean an airbrush out. Do it as quick as that when you're using acrylics. If you can beat that, good luck to you. Right, okay, so we've cleaned out our airbrush. Now, because my quick release has played me up, excuse the noise, I'm just going to put back onto my ammo. I tend not to spray any acrylic through my best airbrushes. Although this is still a very, very good airbrush. I use this for primers, as you saw with I did the black gloss base. I use this for Aqua gloss and anything that might be a bit of a pain to clean out, because I don't. In the past, I used to use acrylics at one point, sprayed them all the time. I was going through airbrushes willy-nilly. If you can hear it, Dudley's with us. I'm just going to see if I can show that colour ratio to the camera. I'll take the light up just to show you the effect. Now, there you go. There's been no polishing with that whatsoever.
Now can you see the dividing line between blasting it on and misting it on? That's the difference. I hope you can see that. There you go, that's really picking that up on the camera now and looking lovely. You can see my light just above there doing the job.
Great. Okay. So with a high metal shine, what I always recommend is you brush paint on the Aqua gloss. This, I'm going to break this one. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to paint it on. I'm actually going to spray it. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to tip a little bit of the Aqua gloss into the airbrush. This is just a sealer. So what we're doing, hang on, where's my bit of cloth? Check my glove. Right, so what I'm going to do this time, instead of brushing up, we're going to airbrush up. Now you can see this, yep. So I'm just going to mist a coat on. This is what we'd normally do to put our decals on. Even with a high shine like this, you still want to give it a good acrylic gloss, because you're going to weather over this at some point. And we're going to lay it down. That's all I'm going to do to that. Just got the edge a bit. Now, we haven't lost the shine. The luster of the coat is still there. So far so good. Right. What I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that to dry for about 30 minutes and should be rock hard. Then we're going to come back in and we're going to use ALC 310, the clear coat gloss. So thin coats, way to go. Right, I'm going to clean up the airbrush, get the clear coat gloss ready. Okay, so we're 30 minutes down the line and we have a very, very shiny wing. As you can see, metallics have come up perfectly. Now can you see the difference, the demarcation line across here? This is where I blasted it, this is where I missed it at. This is the piece, this is what you're looking to get, the finish you're looking to get. Not this. This to me is milky and horrible. Oops, sorry. And this is what people are getting because they blast it at too high a pressure, too close, and you're spraying it like acrylics. What I show you how to do this is how you do all the high shine metallics. Now I'm looking at this and at the moment I am extremely happy. You can see my lights above it. There's my round one, there's my square one. You know, can I see my face in it? Yes, I actually can. As I said, that's not been polished. That is just how I got it. Looks perfect to me. I'm really happy. So please, please, if you do use these products, follow those simple instructions that I show you and you'll have no issues. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for me. Over and out for MB Modelworks. Back onto our 110 tomorrow. It's now 7 o'clock in the evening, which I know is early for a lot of people, but for me I've been about since 5 this morning, so I'm starting to get a bit tired, so I won't do no more tonight, and I'll get another video up as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, and I hope I've been able to teach you something. Bye for now.